Take us to your leader. Don't worry, I got the broccoli prisoners right here. Anyway, this episode is Beat Your Greens. In this episode, the Powerpuff Girls are dealing with the classic young girl problem of eating broccoli. But, of course, they don't want to eat it, even though it's good for them, even though, honestly, I don't think it's as bad as everyone says it is, but I'll get to that in a bit. But it turns out it's a good thing, because the broccoli actually has been, all the broccoli has been infected with these little probes that basically put everyone in, like, in a mind control state, so that way these broccoli aliens can invade Earth. And the Powerpuff Girls are overwhelmed at first, but then they realize, we can just eat them. So the girls have to eat their broccoli and, in the process, save Townsville. And this was a cute episode. I don't think it was a great episode or anything, but I definitely thought, it's charming. I mean, first off, it has the good message of eating broccoli. I like how, at first I'm like, wait, is this episode just going to tell people not to eat their broccoli because of aliens? It's like, no, they have to eat the broccoli to save it. It's sort of like, a good message. It's like, broccoli may not be the greatest thing in the world, but you gotta eat it in order to do it. You gotta do what needs to be done. I thought the premise of the aliens being broccoli and the war being them have to eat them was pretty cute. The leader, voiced by Jeff Bennett, I thought was... Jeff Bennett's amazing. Can we just give it up for Jeff Bennett? He is like the MVP of this show. I mean, the amount of voices he has to do is insane. And here he has to voice... Yeah, here he's the leader. And I could have sworn it was Tim Curry for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, that's Jeff Bennett, isn't it? I guess it's just a major talent to how good and how many voices he can do. Honestly, though, the biggest thing I thought that was very cool to see was the citizens of Townsville all pitching in to help. It was very empowering. I always like it when we see the everyman doing something, because it shows that anyone and everyone can be a superhero in some way. So to see the fact that the Powerpuff Girls actually need the help of other children was very nice. The narrator was fun, as always, although I feel like he wasn't needed as much. I would have liked a bit more visual, less description. It's not that I don't like the narrator's character. He's a great character. It's just at times, it's like, I don't need you to describe what's happening. I can see it. But, it does have this cute children's story feel to it that they were probably going for. Again, the narrator doesn't ruin it. He just sort of brings it down a bit. And again, I mean, there's only so much you can make of this episode. And thankfully, Powerpuff Girls has a team who clearly has a lot of fun with what they're doing, and they have a pretty solid animation team, so they're always able to make even a premise that's not much. They're able to make something charming out of it. There's only like a couple plot holes I have, actually one in particular, which is that why didn't the aliens wait until everyone in Townsville had eaten the broccoli before doing it? Because seriously, the professor was not going to let those girls go until they ate the broccoli. No parent was. But, the classic dumb cartoon villain. And he's serious, and there are some parents who will legit keep their children there until they eat the food. I know one of my relatives, who I'm not going to disclose, was at the table for hours because they refused to eat whatever it is they need to eat. And as for me, I don't think I've ever had that experience with food. I'm always willing to try a bit, although and honestly though, broccoli, I've had it before. It's not that bad. It's not great or by any means, like it's not my favorite food, but I can eat it. Like I don't need any of those special seasonings and stuff. Like when I was in college, although when I was in college, we had a broccoli bar every now and then. The special would basically be you get broccoli with rice, and you could put some cheese sauce or sour cream on it. It was pretty nice. I mean, I didn't need it, but it was a nice little treat. But if you want, honestly, there is one food that I'm not a fan of eating, it's corn. Like, it's not that it doesn't taste good. Like, when it's chopped up or in little bits, it's fine. But, I don't know, just eating it off that cob, I'm just never a fan. The juice comes out and stuff. It's just not for me. And I really don't have much else to say. There wasn't a whole lot to this episode, unlike the last one. It was just broccoli aliens invade, the girls eat them up, the end. But hopefully the next episode will have more. So I'm going to close this off outside of saying, well, what'd you think of the episode? Broccoli, did you have this experience growing up or not? And if not broccoli, then was there any food that you had this experience with? And I know this is spontaneous, but do you ever put anything on your broccoli or do you eat it plain? Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.